And so the reason that we share a book is because if you ever look at the top 10 list from every millionaire, billionaire, things that you should do to be successful, one of the top 5 is always reading.
Yes.
Right. And so on that note, I like to share from my library. I think thus far I've shared books from mostly 99% of the time they're from my library, but maybe 3 times. I think I've shared books from either people in our audience or other individuals. So if you all have books that you think should be shared, yes, like Christina with a C, we have shared books that she has recommended. So if you all have a book in particular you think is really beneficial, let us know and we'll share it. Even if it's your book, we might share that too. We might even have you come on and talk about it if it's a good book. Okay. And on that note, our booking moment for this week is Good to Great.
Okay.
Great. Right. It's by Jim Collins. Right. And so I think I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. One of my mentors is Elder Betty Prince, and who is currently also coming out with a new book as well. I'm going to share it the moment she drops it. And she has this saying, and I know someone said it before her, but she always says it, so I always stick with it, right? So in the vein of the book. And it's good, better, best. Never let it rest. To your good is better, and your better is best.
Okay.
Right? So it's that always achieving, always doing. Because here's the thing. I also reflect on when I was in high school. I went to Richmond Community High School. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. It's a geeky school. You have to apply to get in. It's a specialty school. It's rated in the top 10% of schools or is it in the top 10? Whatever. They're on the U.S. News World Report as one of the top schools in the country. And so it was created by the concept of Dr. Margaret Dabney, who was a professor at Virginia State University, in conjunction with a benefactor of Mr. Ash. So he provided the money. She provided the whole outlook of how it was going to go. And they created the school, and it's been amazing. It's predominantly for African-American individuals to be able to be college prep ready.
Okay.
So it's pretty diverse now, but that was the original point of it. Anyway, so I had a teacher there by the name of Miss Priscilla Green. And if you all don't know, I am like geekiness personified. Like, you see how I feel about words? Like, I love to read, and I'm just a geek, and I'm so proud of it. Geek, who run the world? Geeks. Okay. Like, really, that's how I feel about that. And so Miss Green, normally you don't get into 11th or 12th grade, but for some reason I was in some advanced class and I got her in like the 10th grade. And she hurt my feelings, to say the least. She was one of those like auntie mama teacher people. So she felt it was perfectly fine to yell at you and all that good stuff. And apparently it worked. That turned out great. But I turned in a paper to her and she gave it back to me, and it was my first C in my life. Okay. I got a C. You all want to know where the story's going? Where it's going from good to great. Hold on. And so, she gave me a C. And I historically speaking, before I learned how to have a voice, I was very timid and I was very respectful of authority. So I didn't talk back. I was like a real good girl. And so, but I couldn't believe I got a C on something. Like, I was hot. I was irate. So I went to her. And I was just like, I didn't care. I didn't care if I got kicked out of school. I could care less. I was like, I cannot believe that I have a C on this paper. This paper is amazing, and blah, 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 blah. Miss Green, who would normally yell at you and just, basically kick you out of the school. I mean, for real, she's like real hardcore that way. She actually stopped, paused, looked at me, and calmly said, from someone else, this is an A. From you, this is really an F. I gave you a C. So that whole aspiration of it's not good enough to be good enough. And so because of that lessons, because of the training I've gotten from those who have mentored me before, like Elder Betty and from Miss Green, that's where I learned that it's not good enough. I can do average and it can be your excellent. Right. Or I can do my excellence and not concern myself with where you are in the process.